It's Clinton's fault!
Hello everybody, my name is Jay, and welcome back to another episode of Legally Compromising. We've had it canceled for a while, and Wesley's gone now, so it's just me, and it's a little different now. But we're still doing the U.S. and world history, or not world history, but U.S. and world issues. We'll be doing 2 videos a week. They'll be recorded Friday nights and released on Saturday. So if information changes or it's different than what I tell you, don't really worry about it too much. I'm just a college student that can work off what I hear. So this episode will actually cover the U.S. issue. If you're from Kansas, there's no way you haven't heard about the Newton-Hesston shootings. Just to give some direct numbers by Sheriff T. Walden of Harver County, there were 18 victims. Four of them killed, including the shooter. 6 of them were transported to St. Francis. Another 4 transported to Wesley, 4 transported to Newton Medical Center. I have not heard if they are, which ones that were in critical condition are now stable, if the one that went to Wesley actually survived in the surgery, but I hope they are all right, and I'm sure people across the country are hoping they are all right as well. The official story from Sheriff T. Walton actually starts with, it began around 5 p.m. as most news stations are reporting it. Cedric Ford was the reported shooter, and he was also killed by an officer. He was an employee of Excel Industries. The shooting actually finished there in Hesston, where he and an officer had a quick little gun showdown, and the officer won out as expected, to where the officer's training would be a little bit more with a firearm than a random active shooter. There's no suggestion to say why he did it, what his motive was, what his reasoning was. And it's kind of weird because we never know why a random guy would just start shooting up a place. You know, he went to Newton, shot a couple people from his car, drove up Meridian, shot a couple more people, just kept driving down Meridian until he went to his place of business and then shot up more people. And it's weird, you know, why, what was going on in his life, what was happening in that head of his, and, you know, how is it going to affect how Kansas perceives its gun laws? I don't know. I'm not a supporter of gun control, and I'm not personally a supporter of I'm not pro-gun either, you know. I try to find a compromise, but we don't know anything about him. We don't know if he was psychologically defective, if he had a mental illness. There's not much about him, but that's going to change over the next few days, as we've seen with the different active shooters around the country. There have been more mass shootings than anything in the past few years in the last decade, and it's scary. We like to think that it can't happen to us, it can only happen in other places, but it can happen here, and that's the scary thing. Sheriff T. Walton is quoted with, "Everybody thinks that it can't happen here, but it's in those places where it can happen, and that it happens. You got to wake up because it can happen," and that's more than true. I absolutely love that quote, and I hope that other people are going to wake up to it and realize that these shootings can happen anywhere, and you got to be prepared. You got to be ready for it. I know a bunch of different schools, including Cali College, has invested in some programs. I mean, Alice training has been accustomed. I know that our security head, Matt Stone, has been wanting to give some Alice training to different students on campus, and that would be great. I'd be more than willing to participate in that. But you know, it's just going to see what happens in the next few weeks, and if this is going to turn Kansas's pro-gun standing, and if it's not, well, we'll just see how it goes in the next couple of weeks. So tune in for the next episode, where we'll actually be talking about, what are we talking about in US 1? Oh, North Korea. So I'll catch you all later, guys. See ya.